for producing printed glass was invented in England around 1840 by glass manufacturer James Hartley. It was then taken over and improved by the glassworks Chance Brothers and Company, after which the machine needed for this process was named the Chance machine. This machine used rollers to flatten the molten glass and print a pattern on the top side of this new sheet of glass. At the beginning of the century, around 1900, these patterns featured flowery shapes and references to the animal world. In the 1950s, they evolved into an abstraction of forms. These motifs have varied over the decades, making printed glass a marker of trends and eras. In France, the Saint-Gobain company obtained exclusive rights to this process in 1892 and became the main manufacturer of patterned glass. This process gradually spread throughout France, but only in a few remarkable buildings. It was mainly adopted for lighting, although not very much outdoors, as a glass roof in industrial or agricultural buildings, or as partitions in offices and public areas. Initially, patterned glass behaved as a replacement for traditional interior walls or partitions. In the 1970s, it was employed as a more occasional element, but in a much more extravagant way. Whereas previously doors were translucent to let in light, patterned glass was to play a part in creating the atmosphere of the premises, partly through the reuse of colored glass. After architecture, printed glass was incorporated in design and decoration. In addition to their aesthetic aspect, patterns give glass sheets very specific technical characteristics. There is a link between patterns printed on a glass sheet and its ability to diffuse light. The further away the object is, the less clear and definable it is. Choosing the right patterned glass in the making of a space is an art in itself, because one has to correctly combine the right motif to the purpose, as well as the use of the partition and the space. Even though patterned glass was initially a partitioning element in architecture, it is still mainly applied decoratively in interior design.